This is our favorite part of the show now because it's where we ask Ashley or our guests that are here. But today it's just me and Ash. So today we're going to ask each other questions. What nicknames have you had in your life?
So I actually have a complex about this.
Why?
Because I feel like people get nicknames from like friends and family members, and it's like an adoring, endearing thing. I don't have
a nickname?
any nicknames, dog.
Besides Ash.
Right, but that's just my shortened. That's Ashley shortened. No, now my dad was Spoon. Mm-hmm. My brothers have been called Spoon. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't have any nicknames, and I feel like it's because people don't like me.
All I need to know is why. Why don't you love me?
I think that definitely means people don't like you. That's weird. No, just kidding.
Do you have a nickname?
Oh, yeah. I've had several nicknames in my life.
What are your...
some of them good, some of them bad.
Huh? I said your fiance has one for you.
Well, so I'll start from at a young age. So my first nickname that I ever had, and it was actually very mean, and this boy named Sterling Brown made this up in middle school, and I actually cried. And it led to my mom taking me to start getting my mustache waxed. He called me Mustachely. Can you believe it? Mustachely. But I came home crying one day. I'm like, Sterling called me Mustachely. My mom was like, let's go get it waxed. I'm like, that's why I love my mom, and that's the kind of mom I'll be too.
How old were you?
It was junior high, so 7th grade. So I was like 13?
Hormones kicking in, hair growth.
When you're light skinned and have dark hair, listen.
Yeah.
Problems. Anyways, and then a lot of people in high school called me Smashly.
You whore!
No, it was because I was a really good softball player.
That's what they told you.
And then
their conversations behind doors are a little different, Smashly.
Then I met my fiance, and he always calls me Munch or Munchie because I'm like a big snack eater.
That's cute,
He even
though.
got like a little necklace made for me that says Munchie, which is cute.
That's mad
So those
cute.
are mine. So you really don't have any?
No, Ash, I swear to God.
So we should like come up with one.
Here's the only thing, though,
Ash Dog.
Is that...
Big A.
Oh, I'm lying. Adrian did have a nickname for me.
Okay.
She would call me Abi Shlavi. It was in our language.
Okay.
We had like a little language. Yeah.
Just Adrian.
Just Adrian, though. Abi Shlavi.
Okay.
And so it's still to this day, like, she'll be Abi Shlavi.
Okay, good.
And then now what's happening is that like it's like kind of been self-coined.
Yeah.
But now everybody's seeing me and being like, Young Queen, what's good, Young Queen?
Good job.
What's up, Young
Self-branding.
Queen?
That's what it's about in 2020.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Awesome. My turn.
Okay,
I'm going to
your
ask
turn.
you a question.
Move the pile.
The pile of questions, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. What is the funniest advice your mother gave you? Pam's funny.
My mom is a hot mess, so
Pam's
let me
funny.
think about it.
While you think,
What's
I'll
yours?
share you mine.
Yeah.
My mom, it may have screwed me up in my adult life, but my mother always told me that you're supposed to have one man for everything.
Good job, Mom.
That you never need one man. You need one man for everything. You should have one man that is handy, one man that you have a good time with, one man that you... And maybe that's now why I'm single, because I just deal with all
Mama
these...
fucked you up.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Now you now you can't keep one man.
Right. I can't keep one man. Oh, no. So sad.
That's not true. You just haven't found the right man.
If you could spend 1 week in any hotel, which one would you choose?
Ooh, this is so good. Okay, so this could be a little controversial.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you. So there's 2 hotels that I've stayed in that have just been amazing.
Yeah.
The first one, so before Trump was president, when I would travel with a client of mine and we were in New York, we would always stay at the Trump Hotel in Central Park. When I tell you this hotel was phenomenal, and the service, like the people there were always so nice, and like I didn't frequent it that much, but like they would remember you, and like they were just, they were like the kindest people worked there, and the rooms were like so bomb.
Yeah.
But then my other favorite hotel, honestly, is the Viceroy that we stayed at in Cabo. I love that hotel.
I really want to go back.
I know, me too.
I think we had a killer room, that balcony.
No, it was fire.
That whole place was really dope.
Yeah, so that would be my other one.
I feel like we Captain America, Christopher Columbus, the hotel too.
Oh yeah, no.
Like people go there now and I'm like, oh, we put
like
everybody
no,
on.
we were like the first ones.
Yeah,
there.
it wasn't even all the way open. Like,
no,
right?
It wasn't. They
yeah.
didn't even have rooms open. They were still doing construction.
Yeah, for sure.
So I really loved that hotel. I'm
the
not
Viceroy in
gonna lie.
Cabo. If I could spend 1 week in any hotel, I haven't been there yet, but I like stalk their properties on the internet.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
The Almagaffis and all of those. Mm-hmm. So nice.
Yeah, so nice.
So nice.
Yeah.
So I've never stayed there, but I would want to stay in one of their properties.
Yeah.
And then based on hotels that I've stayed at, I love the Langham Hotel in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I know why. The rooms are A+.
Yeah.
The service is great. Everything's like Alexa. Like literally Alexa does everything for you.
in your room?
Yeah,
I
in the
love
hotel.
that.
See, same at the Encore in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all like Alexa, close the drapes. Alexa, open the shades.
Oh, I
Alexa,
remember
turn
that
on the
one day you
light.
were staying there and you were like showing me. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah. So totally. What's the worst job you had as a teenager?
Oh gosh, I had a lot of really bad jobs as a teenager because I stayed with a job.
Stayed.
I did. I stayed with a job.
needed
From
some coin.
16 on, I stayed with a job. So, but probably like my first job, which I thought was going to be amazing, and it was actually awful. And I think I stayed there for 2 weeks. I worked at Sam Goody.
The music store.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it would be really cool, but like I spent most of the day like organizing, like, you know, they all had to be in like alphabetical order and stuff, and it was actually very annoying.
Yeah.
And it was just boring. It was in a weird part of the mall. No one really came in there. And I was like, why did I do this again? So then I switched to Aldo, and that was great.
Oh, shoe store.
Yeah. What about you?
I want to tell you my best job first.
Okay.
So my first job ever was Foot Locker.
Good job.
I worked in Foot Locker, and I figured
Great
that...
place to meet guys.
Hello?
I worked at Nike Town. That was solid.
Solid place to meet guys. And I also felt like I had the hell of a chance to make commission because I would always try to upsell them.
Yeah, it's easy.
Right? And like, what guy wants to act like he ain't got it?
Yeah.
To the cute girl that works at the store, you know?
You were winning.
I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
So I'm sure some of them brought those 2. If you guys remember the 2 for $89 sale that used to happen at Foot Locker.
Oh.
Yeah, that was considered a multiple if you sold 2 shoes.
That was a good job.
So I'd be like, well, why don't you just get this?
Yeah.
It's only $89 at
Yeah,
16.
I know you got it.
Yeah. Wink, wink. But actually, more than meeting guys that came in there, it was the other employees that were like the hottest.
The hottest.
Yeah.
You can count on there being a good-looking guy in a Foot Locker. Now they're much too young for me, but
Yeah, for sure.
but at the time, yeah.
But I was much like you too, that I always had a job. Like I stayed working.
Yeah.
And my first summer back from college, I had 3 jobs. Mm-hmm. I worked with my mother at United Airlines in revenue management and got like a 401k and I was like working, right?
Yeah.
And then I also took a waitressing job at Uno's.
Boof.
Right? And then there was this other job that I found on Craigslist.
Uh-oh.
I know. That was like a real estate investment company.
Oh.
And so I thought that I was going to work for an investment company. But really it was one of those programs like, you know, where they try to get everyone to come into the banquet hall of the Sheraton and like listen to this talk and then buy into their program that would teach them how to do investment real estate.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking scam. You know, people.
And you were doing it?
And so there was like this templated email that I just had to like send to people all day long to try to get them like, are you interested in getting this much money and doing this and doing that?
Yeah.
But really it would just be for them to come to a program, to a complimentary session where they would have to watch this video and then purchase a $1,800 book series that would teach them how to.
They were like, fuck this bitch that sent me this email.
Yeah, so
she tricked me.
I was one of the trickers that would fucking trick people into thinking that they were going to change their lives, but really I just wanted them to show up and I would try to take their money. I did it for like, I don't know, maybe like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
That reminds me, actually, my very worst job, because I think I blocked this out. It was also one of those Craigslist type jobs. And I sat in a room. We had like little cubbies, right? And we were selling radio spots for minor league baseball teams, like in middle America. Yeah. So I was calling like Bob's Welding, and I'd have to be like do the radio spot.
Do it.
I don't know, like.
Do it.
I don't even remember, but they were all baseball themed.
Yeah.
It had to be like, do you want to hit it out of the park? Well, you need to call Bob's Welding today for all your welding needs. All you guys in Shusha, New Mexico. Like, you'd be like, huh? What? Maybe like hanging up on you. Like, it was awful.
That is so good.
And I have like the worst voice for that also.
They were like, who's playing on my phone? Like, who's this little girl?
Who's this child playing on my phone? Oh, that reminded me, because I definitely found that on Craigslist, and I was there like 2 weeks. I was like, I fucking hate this.
Craigslist
I could
jobs.
not sell an ad.
Could
not. I realized sales was not. How do you act when you're angry?
Hey, it's interesting. Someone just told me about myself. Like, they gave me a full read, and I was like,
read.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They said, Ashley, you are the most rational, disappointed person. But you are the most irrational, angry person.
Oh.
Girl, when I'm angry,
you make no sense.
I make no sense. Like, I literally, like, I try to logic together things that are like, can't be pieced together. I am literally the most irrational, angry person that I've ever come across.
So to wrap you up, when you're angry, you're completely irrational and act like a psycho.
Like a psycho, and I don't, I don't make any sense.
And the thing about you, the problem is that you make sense. It's just irrational sense, because you're actually very good with your words. And so, like, sure, that all made sense, but that doesn't apply to what's happening right now. But you know, write that down. That's a good blog. Like, you go, girl.
That's great. The way you put that together is great. Yeah. It's so interesting. I I irrationally logic things.
Yeah.
When I'm angry. Mm-hmm. Awesome. What about you? How do you act when you're angry?
So I am like going to complete only child mode, where if I'm angry, I'm not a big lasher outer. I'm like an internalizer, so I'll completely shut down.
Yeah.
I will completely shut down on you. I'm shut down.
This is over. This is it.
It's over.
Yeah.
You'll see it all over my face. I won't hide it.
Yeah.
And I'll just shut down.
So when you're in that zone, are you looking for someone to comfort you or leave you alone?
Leave me alone.
All right. So if you're angry, you mad, you shut down, you don't want someone coming to fix it.
No, not right then. I need to process it. I'm like an internalizer, so I have to like process it. I'm a self-soother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Because if you start coming at me some more, quite possibly then I might lash.
Got it.
So just leave me alone. I'm here with it.
So basically we're opposites.
Yeah.
I'm angry. Bleh!
Yeah.
You're angry.
Yeah, I'm going to have a very mean face for you. The meanest face.
The meanest
face there ever was.
Which health change do you know you should make, but you just can't?
I know that I should stop eating like meat.
Okay.
Specifically like processed meat, like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and every other fast food spot, because I frequent them, and I'm not gonna lie, and I know I need to stop. I was watching a video the other day about all the antibiotics and everything that they pump into these animals, and how it literally like affects us to the point where at one point, if we keep doing this, we're gonna start becoming antibiotic resistant, which means like you could get the smallest issue where like, you know, the doctor gives you an antibiotic, you're fine. We're going to become antibiotic resistant, so you could get an ear infection and die. So basically, that's what I watched this video. It was awful, and it has to do with the meat that we're eating because they're pumping animals. And I know I need to stop. In fact, I told my daughters yesterday we were going to stop, right?
Yeah. So
I definitely said that. And then this morning we went to Chick-fil-A before school.
I was going to say, if you're going to make any health change that I know about you, it would maybe be like not being a drive-through every day.
No, yeah. For sure. But I'm on the go. I've got stuff to do.
I hear you.
I'm all for someone coming up with a healthy drive-through option because guess what? You will get all my money. So figure it out.
Yo, you love a drive-through, dog.
Because I don't have to get out of my car.
I hear
you have 2 kids that you have to get out of the car and go in somewhere, whatever.
No.
Especially that 3-year-old. She's a crazy person.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Do you have a last question for me?
What's the weirdest coincidence that's ever happened to you?
So I feel like my story is a bunch of like my entire life is a bunch of random coincidences.
Yeah, I think that too about you.
Like, I don't quite understand it.
Yeah.
But one of the weirdest coincidences just happened with you recently when we were sitting for lunch in Beverly Hills.
Oh, shit.
So I have an ex-boyfriend who I have not seen in a very long time. And our breakup was...
I just got the chills. That one was a bad one.
And our breakup was not very nice. It's pretty nasty. And he went on to marry someone else very, very quickly after our breakup. I've never, in the some 4 odd years of us living in the same city, and run into him or his wife.
Right.
You and I are sitting for lunch. I already was having like a little bit of a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you were already having a full-blown bad day.
I was having a bad day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And Ash and I are sitting across from each other, and her face just whites out. Like, your whole
Whiter
face.
than it is now.
No, your whole face just like, your mouth dropped, your eyes did something, your whole face, what's wrong?
Yeah.
And I turned around and looked over my shoulder, and my ex-boyfriend and his new wife, well, not new anymore, my ex-boyfriend and his then wife, tricky.
The tea is exceptionally good today.
Has nothing to do with you, though. So you don't have that on your conscience.
We're walking across the street. It was my first time ever seeing them. And we happened to be out of town, both of us, out of where we live. I wasn't supposed to be in a meeting. I was not supposed to be at that lunch.
Right.
And I turned over and looked dead in the eyes of my ex-boyfriend and his new wife as they walked down the street.
It was awful.
It was awful. It was
and then
awful.
She cried, guys. It was really sad. I felt bad.
First of all, don't be making me sound like a bitch. Like I'm a
bitch.
punk over here. Like I just be crying crier.
She does cry.
Who cries more, you or me?
Me.
Okay. Criers can't call criers criers. Crier.
Oh, yes, you can.
Okay.
Takes one to know one.
That's how I identify. That's how I identify with you.
Okay, that was
All
good.
right. So next week, new questions.
Yes.
I will make sure that there are some good ones in there that won't force us to think so much.
I hate to think.
I agree with you. I like to just talk. I just like to shoot the shit.
Yeah. I'm done.
Okay.
I think that was great.
Great.
We killed it.
Signing off.
Peace out.
Adios.
Peace.